Now let's take a look at what's happening in China. Hundreds of athletes are reportedly undergoing military training. It's a campaign aimed at instilling military-like discipline. Some of the participants are just 7 years old. Think about that. A 7-year-old child who wants to play sports is performing military drills. China says it wants to create what it calls an iron army. Athletes are being taught military combat doctrines. China's Sports Bureau says the drills will instill a fighting ability in the athletes. Fighting ability. Last month, China adopted a new education law to increase patriotic spirit among the youth. And throughout the year, Xi Jinping has called for greater combat readiness. So are child soldiers a part of Xi's plan? Here's our report.
Imagine you're 7 years old. You love playing football and it's your dream to play for your country. Your parents sign you up for a coaching camp so that you can improve your skills. But when you reach the training camp, you are handed a military-like uniform. And instead of running around on the football field, you're marching and doing drills, almost like you're in the army. That's what's happening in China. Hundreds of athletes are undergoing military training in the Chinese city of Shanghai. According to officials from the Sports Bureau, the aim of the training is to instill discipline and competitiveness among the athletes. At least 900 young adults are a part of the military training. Some of them are just 7 years old. The Shanghai Sports Bureau says that athletes are aged between 7 and 25. That's right, children are undergoing military training. And here's what the curriculum looks like in the week-long camp. The athletes are doing a deep and detailed study on the combat doctrines of the Chinese army. Sports players are being taught how to march and parade like soldiers. They are learning military etiquette, and for some of the children, even weapons training is part of the schedule. China says it wants to create a quote-unquote iron army of sports players. The training is meant to enhance team bonding while also creating a sense of patriotism. Here's what one of the coaches had to say. From dawn until broad daylight, the athletes move neatly and in unison, their youth military uniforms showing off a young and elegant manner. This is not the first time that children and young athletes are being given military-like training in China. The country's national football teams have also previously undergone similar training. Even China's Olympic athletes are put through military drills, and it looks like the phenomenon is likely to become more common. Last month, China adopted a new education law. The new law seeks to impart a patriotic spirit among China's youth. Chinese President Xi Jinping has repeatedly called for more patriotic sentiment among the younger generation. Xi says that patriotism will enhance China's unity. Throughout this year, he has called for higher combat readiness for China's military. This includes more training and drills. And it looks like children in China have no choice but to take part in them.